What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Chris and I love all things skincare related, skincare product, beauty related, skincare devices, DIY procedures, and all things of that nature. So if you like that type of content, welcome, you found me. So go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button because that really does help the algorithm for YouTube. And it helps this video boost and gain performance, so it'll show up easier when people are researching and looking for these types of reviews. So I've already gone through and I've done some things to my face today. So if you're new here, whenever I have a trimmed down face of facial hair, I'm usually up to something or I have something going on. So I've already done my TriPollar Stop radio frequency treatment as well as DMA mode, which is why my skin is still slightly shiny, because I now need to wash and cleanse off my TriPollar Stop preparation gel. So I thought that was going to be a perfect time to debut the new, well not new, but new to me, TriPollar Geneo Personal. This is a personal cleansing device that also acts as a oxygenation facial treatment. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna do an unboxing and we're gonna do a first impressions and we're gonna do all that. So if you wanna see more, go ahead and stay tuned. Okay, so before we get into any type of unboxing and reviews and first impressions, etc., we first need to know what is the Geneo Personal and why would it be beneficial for you or me or everyone, right? So the Geneo Personal is a multifunctional device. Initially, it is meant as a daily cleansing device, but also as a weekly treatment that is meant to help with exfoliation, oxygenation, and nourishment of your skin. And it was designed for all skin types. So anyone and everyone can benefit from using this device. Now, it utilizes a couple different products that are to be used alongside with the device itself when you're using it for your weekly oxygenation facial. If you're using the device as a daily cleansing device, then you can just use whatever cleanser that you may have already at home that you love and use the device as a daily cleanser. Now, once a week, you will use this product or device both together to create an oxygenation facial in the comfort of your own home. Now, it utilizes a special gel and a oxygen tablet that works synergistically and activates on contact on your skin to create oxygen. In a sense, it creates something called a BOHR, B-O-H-R, effect on the skin. Without getting too sciencey, because it is pretty in-depth and probably hard for me to explain since I'm not a scientist. But the BOHR effect essentially has to do with changing the pH of the skin, has something to do with carbon dioxide and increasing the oxygen levels, or unloading oxygen levels in your blood, in turn to release that oxygen into your skin. And by creating that extra oxygen, that oxygen is going to feed the skin cells to perform optimally and do what they're supposed to do, and then it's going to cause an exfoliation. So it's going to release dead skin cells, revealing newer, healthier, brighter, vibrant, smoother, more hydrated skin. All from just using a tablet and a gel. So that's kind of the science behind it, and that's why you would want to use an oxygen facial at least once a week. The oxygen is going to help feed your skin. It's going to help reveal smoother, brighter, more hydrated skin. And for someone like me, I think that's going to be very beneficial because I don't like to really particularly use leave-on type of exfoliation products. They tend to make my skin a little bit more sensitized. So I do prefer to do a weekly exfoliation versus using something on my skin every single day that would exfoliate. So everybody's different, every skin is different, and that is okay. But for someone that likes to do a weekly exfoliation, I think this product is going to do really well for me. So that's it. That's the science behind it. That's what it is. Now, with all the TriPolars, Stop devices or any other devices they have at home, they have really nice packaging and it's very sturdy. So this is what your device is going to come in, and it comes in 3 different colors. There is a mint green, there is a white, and there is a like a baby pink. So you do have those options. So we'll go ahead and we'll remove this upper layer. And then inside, you will see that there's a removable cardboard insert, just kind of keep everything intact. And then you have a charger or a cradle with your standard USB charging attachment, and you would obviously just have to have one of your USB plugs to plug that into, which this day and age, they come with everything, so we should have plenty lying around, right? And then also inside is a little scrub brush attachment that looks like so. Would get attached right onto the base of your device. Now the device does come slightly charged. I'm not sure how charged it is, so I did go ahead and plug mine in prior to doing this video to make sure that it was fully charged so I wouldn't have any issues with filming. Inside you will have an insert of your booklet, and this is your user manual. This goes over everything that you need to know about the device and how to use the device properly. And then also there is a quick Geneo Personal insert, which goes over, it's essentially a quick start guide. So I just kind of looked this over. I've seen some of the information on the TriPollar website, and I think it's pretty self-explanatory. So you're gonna be using this device to cleanse your skin, all right? Now, I'm gonna read over this quick start guide just briefly, and then we'll jump right back into it. All right, so after reading the manual, kind of have a grasp on, you know, how to use it. Like I said, it is pretty straightforward, but there are some details that we need to mention that we'll go over through the process, because like I said, I've never used this before. This is my first time. And also, just as a side note, this is a device that was gifted to me by TriPollar. As we know, I am a TriPollar ambassador. I love their devices, clearly. That's what started my YouTube channel. But I did not pay for this device. However, this video is sponsored. It is, it's not a paid video, but I did receive this device from TriPollar to use and to create a video for you guys. So just being transparent about that. So first things first. So I did read that even though this the device does come charged, you still want to make sure it's fully charged. So upon receiving this, you'll want to unbox it. And you'll want to go ahead and charge it and sit it in the cradle and let it charge so that way it has a full charge. And then after that, once it's charged and ready to go, you will take your little brush head and you will place it right on this insert here on the inner side of it. And then once that's on, you can wet your face down, apply your cleanser, and then we will turn this on and go about. So I'm gonna be using my La Mer cleansing foam. This is one of my cleansers that I've been using for an extremely long time, over the course of probably almost, by this point, probably about 15 years. It's one of my many cleansers that I have in rotation, so any cleanser that you have at home that you love is compatible to use with this. So I'm gonna get my face wet and apply the cleanser, and I'll be right back. All right, now my face is dripping wet. Wonderful. I don't know how other people are able to actually film these videos without making such a big mess, but for those that do, props to you. So I'm going to apply a small amount of cleanser to my face. All right, so I've wet the brush head, and the power button is right below the cleansing tip. I don't know what you want to call that. Let's go ahead and turn that on. It vibrates and pulsates, so let's go ahead and get started. done cleansing. I hit my power button off and stop. So now I'm just gonna go rinse my face with water, and we'll be back to talk about my thoughts on the cleansing portion. All right, and we're back, freshly rinsed cleanser from my face. So now let's talk about using this as your cleansing device. So I would consider, so this doesn't spin. So when you're looking at it as a disc, like your natural assumption is that it's just gonna spin and do all these things, which it doesn't. So the closest thing that this would resemble would be like a Foreo cleansing device, how it has silicone bristles, and then it uses a T-sonic pulsation. That's essentially what this is doing. It's creating vibration to vibrate as you're moving this in a circular motion across your face, essentially giving you a deeper cleanse than you would normally get with your fingertips or finger pads. So if you have a cleansing device at home that you love, you can use that obviously, but if you don't and you're looking for something that's different or that is multifunctional, this is definitely a good option because you can use it as a daily cleansing device as well as your weekly oxygenation facial treatment. So you're getting more bang for your buck by using one of these devices in a multitude of fashions. So there's that. Do I think it did a great job at cleansing? Yes. I don't necessarily notice a big difference between whether I'm using the Foreo cleansing device, and I have multiple videos on those, which I will get around at some point to making a video on all of those devices because I have at least I have 4 different cleansing devices from Foreo. So initially, I don't feel a difference between using this versus that. The only difference would be is that this is a lot smaller of a head. So you would essentially be cleansing a little bit longer than if you were to be using a Foreo cleansing device. You know, so that's just kind of is what it is on that. And with the Foreo devices, you're only really cleansing your skin for a minute. This you would probably use about 2 minutes. So not a big difference. That's just what that is. So now once your skin is perfectly cleansed and you're ready to do your weekly treatment, that's when you're gonna go into your Geneo Personal Facial Treatment Anti-Aging Kit. Okay, so your kit will come with this device and 4 weeks worth of product. So inside this box, you have your facial treatment quick start guide. So again, the same as your device, and show you quickly how to use that. So inside you will get 1.69 ounces of a moisturizing cream, and then you will have a pack of 4 oxygen tablets, and then a pack with 4 of the Geneo Personal gel. So you have to use these synergistically together in order to get the oxygenation results. And that just has to do with the, I guess, the chemical structure of the oxygen tablet plus the gel combining, and it creates a different effect, helping to create, force that oxygen into your skin, as well as releasing oxygen from your blood and feeding your skin per se. So let's go ahead and first we will remove this device. There's a little button on the back here that releases the scrub brush. And then we're just gonna open our tablet. And then this oxygen tab is gonna go right into this hole where your scrub brush was. So you'll just gently sit that in there like so. Our next step is to apply the gel to our face. So this is what the gel looks like. And we will apply that directly to our face. Once we have the gel applied to the face, we are going to push the power button on our Geneo Personal device, and you are gonna go in circular motions. This is gonna go for about 3 minutes. I'm not sure if it has any kind of indication after each minute. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna divide each section of my head. So I'm gonna use this as one area, this is 2 area, and this is area number 3. So since it only goes for 3 minutes, I'm just gonna do this half 1 minute, this half 1 minute, and this half another minute. And I'm gonna set a timer because I'm not sure if this actually does. So we are learning together. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna hit the power button and we're gonna set a timer for 1 minute so that way I know when to switch sides. So we will see how that goes and we will start now. White oxygen bubbles. That's the oxygenation happening. Alright, another minute and we will restart the timer this one. Which means that I have already gone through 3 minutes of this being powered on. So that is pretty accurate. So I just stopped my timer and I'm going to just get over here a little bit. Alright, so once that's done, that was 3 minutes of your treatment. And then the next thing that you need to do is just to rinse this off with warm water and then dry. So we can see that this tablet goes a really long way. But once you pop this out, this is completely waterproof, so you are able to rinse this out underwater and make sure all of the residual gel and oxygen tab are rinsed out, and then you'll just want to set it aside to let it air dry. So now I'm gonna go rinse my face with warm water and we'll be back to chat. All right, we're back. I've used warm water. I have rinsed off the product. And I have to say, my skin is extremely, extremely soft. Like, it feels so good. I haven't applied my final step yet, but I'm gonna zoom in close so you can see my face is completely dry. But you guys, my skin is so soft. You'll have to ignore this little mark here. I had placed a thread here last week, so that is still trying to settle. It was placed a little bit too shallow, but neither here nor there. But you guys, my skin is so soft. And the third step, after your cleansing, after your oxygenation facial, is to use the Geneo Personal anti-aging skin cream. So let's go ahead and see what that is like. So it's very light. It's not super rich. It is, well, it's rich yet light. There is a fragrance to it, just to note. I mean, I'm not someone that fragrance bothers, but if I can get something without fragrance, I typically like that. But if you are someone that has fragrance sensitivities, that is something to note, that this does have a fragrance in the cream. I didn't notice anything with the oxygen or the gel. But this feels really nice, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. Now, I don't think you need a whole lot, so just like a pea size, we'll apply this to the skin. I always like to warm things up with my hand and press. And then massage in light motion, sweeping upward. And I just go right under my eye area, right around the orbital bone. Lightly massaging upwards. I always like to do that. I do a nice little massage through here to do a little lymphatic drainage. And bring whatever's left right down my neck. And then whatever's left on the back of my hands, just because you don't want to waste product. And right now it's wintertime and you probably need moisture. So here we are. My skin feels nice and soft. It feels amazing, actually. So that is it. So that's pretty easy, self-explanatory, pretty straightforward. You essentially just use the cleansing brush, cleanse your face, remove the brush head, apply your tab to the device, apply the gel on your face, and spend 3 minutes going in a circular motion, and then rinse with warm water, and then follow up with the Geneo Personal skincare. Now, obviously you can use whatever skincare you want afterwards. Obviously I'm gonna try to, follow manufacturer's instructions just so I can get the best results. Now, on a daily note, I'm more than likely gonna use my regular skincare, just because that's who I am. But after the Oxygen facial, I am gonna continue to use the Geneo moisturizer just because I wanna get the best results possible with the oxygenation treatment. And then I'll have a better idea on, how it actually performs on the skin. But I have to say, I'm extremely, extremely impressed that I have no redness to my skin. It feels very soft and very smooth. I don't feel sensitive, and sometimes I'll typically feel sensitive after exfoliating or using any types of acids, really like that. So I feel zero sensitivity, my skin feels amazing, and that is my final thoughts on that. So, now for the fun part. Now, if you are looking for a new product, a new device to add to your routine, I think this is a great, great option, especially because you can use it as a daily cleansing device, and you can also use it as a weekly exfoliation oxygenation treatment, which is gonna help exfoliate your skin and give a lot more smoothness, hydration, and plumpness and glow to your skin. So for that reason, I think it's gonna be super beneficial. I will be linking down below in the descriptions a 20% off discount code. That code is Christopher, MCGR. And again, I'll have that linked below. And this, again, was a gift from TriPollar, and I love it. I really love it. So I'm not getting paid for this. The device was given to me to do a review for you guys. So hopefully you like that. And I'm hoping that you guys will go out and get that device. And by using my discount code, that's gonna save you 20% on your device and products. And I will get a small kickback of that, which goes to help support this channel. So that way I can continue to buy products and buy devices and do all these fun things for you so that I can try these things at home and give you information so that way you don't have to. So that way you can see it here and experience it here first. And that's really all I got for you. So pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple, and always I'm here to try to help save you money. So discount below, all right? Until next time, I hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and give it a like, subscribe, and thumbs up this video, and I will catch you guys next time, and until then, stay healthy, stay well, bye.